All right, we are still at the Working World exhibition in Eastern Cape, and I'm sitting next to Tamsyn. I don't want to butcher names, I'm not good with names, so I'll allow Tamsyn to introduce herself.
Thank you, Ivan. Hi, everyone. My name is Tamsyn Bradfield. I am a chartered accountant and an audit manager at Ernst& Young, a Big Four audit firm in Port Elizabeth, or Gqeberha.
Oh, nice. So you're a chartered accountant?
Yes, a registered chartered accountant. I qualified 6 years ago. No, 3 years ago. Sorry.
Okay.
I included my articles in that number. Studied here at Nelson Mandela University, did my training contract at Ernst& Young and stayed on as a manager.
Oh, awesome! So we're at the Working World exhibition. What can we expect from your company and the information that our viewers can get from it?
Well, we are here for probably two main reasons. I think one would be to promote the profession entirely. I think chartered accountancy has its reputation and brand, and I think it's just us continuing that reputation and brand as a SACA registered training office, as well as recruiting young students who are interested in studying the profession to sign up with us to become article clerks for their training contract. So part of the SACA requirement is to, after you've done your honours in chartered accountancy at any relevant university, is to do a 3-year training contract, also known as articles, and then you'll do your 2 board exams during those 3 years whilst working for us, and then you'll be registered as and qualified as a chartered accountant. So that is what we hear. It's for networking, it's to promote the profession, maybe pique an interest in students who didn't think they wanted to do this profession or wanted to be registered as a CA, but making them aware of this is what it looks like, this is what it entails, and also just I think giving a very high level quick view of what a day in the life looks like.
So I think there's a stigma around CA as a profession. A lot of people would think, hey, it's hard to do it. It takes a long time to achieve it. So what would be your advice to someone who wishes to pursue it, and maybe give them an insight in terms of what it is exactly? Because normally when we say CA, chartered accountant, what are we chartered or charting for?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I understand. It is a long process. So you'll do 3-year undergrad, 1-year postgrad, 3 years articles. So all in all, you're looking at 7 years start to finish before you actually qualified.
A
So
whole
it
doctor.
is.
That's a whole doctor.
It is. I basically consider myself a doctor
You
in
should be having a
commerce.
PhD after
I,
that.
I should be called Dr. Bradfield,
Yeah,
100%.
yeah.
But also, I think what's nice is that it's a mixture of both theoretical, so your 4 years at varsity, but then also the practical, so the 3 years at an audit firm where you go and get real life clients, so clients of companies within the city that you will go and audit their financial statements. So basically concluding that what you are reporting and what you say happened actually happened. But the thing about chartered accountancy is that it's not limited to just auditing or numbers. You could be an FD, you could be a financial director of a company, you could be looking at strategy, budgeting, plans on expansion in a company, you could be a consultant. It is such a wide, vast profession, and also it is internationally recognized and accredited. So SACA and South African Chartered Accountants specifically are such a sought after type of profession and professional, because we have such a high standard regulator and a high quality that we try and strive to work by and live by. And so the number of people I know that I studied with that are currently in the UK, Europe, Australia, it's the world. It really is your oyster. It's just 7 years that you have to work hard, focus on, and I also think the relationships you make throughout that process, whether it be at the universities you study with or at the relevant firm like Ernst& Young that you work at, you're building those relationships and networking because it's with like-minded people. You putting in hard work, long hours together. So it's not just I sit behind a computer and I type in numbers all day and I work by myself. I work in dynamic teams. I work with multiple various clients in Port Elizabeth. So different industries, different type of people. So you're constantly adapting to the relevant person or industry you're working in. So it really makes you such a well-rounded professional, but also person.
Awesome, awesome. So we are at the working exhibition, the World Working Exhibition. So with the profession that we're talking about, it's easy for me to have it as an academic profession as well as a professional one. So I can start a business from having that qualification.
Yes, 100%.
As a consultant, or
yes.
Oh, that's nice. That's
so,
nice.
Just as an example, one of our lecturers at varsity actually left the university, so educational aspect, and started his own consulting company. Because, like I said, it makes you such a well-rounded person. You do various major modules. So it's financial accounting, it's business management, it's auditing, it's taxation. So it's not just looking at numbers, as some people might have a misconception about the profession. So it really makes you a well-rounded person to run a business. And also just conducting yourself in social aspects like this one, where you're networking with various types of people.
Yeah. No, man, you can leave us your number for our viewers in case there's someone who's interested in maybe joining the EY and finding out more about this. And I'm hoping that this is not the last conversation we're going to have, because we have a studio in Joburg where we can invite you guys to come in and participate, go into details as to what you are all about. But for now, you can leave your number and your website where they can get a hold of you, so that anyone who's interested and is around East London or even remotely, they can access you.
Perfect, thank you. I think just to conclude, so Ernst & Young, we do have branches around South Africa. So we do have an office in Sandton, here in Port Elizabeth as well, Durban, Bloemfontein, and Cape Town. I did my articles at Ernst & Young, and I stayed on as a manager because those relationships you build. It's not just a corporate environment. You bring in that relational aspect as well. So I really encourage anyone who is listening to, even if there's just a tad bit of uncertainty, don't hold yourself back. Reach out, look into it. If it works out for you, it does. If not, at least you looked into it. But don't let the misconceptions of a profession or a relevant stream hold you back from asking the questions you need.
Yeah. So how can they get a hold of you?
So we do have our website. I'll also leave the number and email address for our recruiter in the office, as well as myself. But we're on social media, we're on LinkedIn, we have a website and email address or phone.
Awesome. Then we'll put it on our screens as we play.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Thank
so
you.
We're still at the World Walking Exhibit. Is it WWE?
Yes, WWE.
Yeah. Let me, because Pendulo once said I must say this and get it in my head, because now the WWE, I'm thinking of wrestling.
I'm also thinking of wrestling. When I started, I was like, WWE.
So we're still at it in Tebecha. That was Tamsyn. We'll leave the details to how to get a hold of them. And the exhibition continues, and we're looking forward to more interviews with other people who are going to be joining us. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Ivan. Thank you, everyone.